Welcome back to Sports Sunday. I'm Brooke Grimsley. This weekend, IndyCar returning to St. Louis with the 6th annual Bommarito Automotive Group 500, bringing in some of the best drivers from all over the world to the St. Louis area. While weather stalled things last night, the show went on with another memorable ending at the raceway. At the Bommarito Automotive Group 500 last night, Joseph Newgarden capturing his 5th win of the season and 4th overall victory at Worldwide Technology Raceway. After rain halted the race for a little over 2 hours, the extra time paid off for Newgarden. He made a quick move past Scott McLaughlin after the race restarted to end up in the winner's circle once again. While he's no stranger to winning there, it's still very special to him.
Oh, this is a big night for us. We need this in this championship. Obviously, we love winning, but winning on a night like tonight is big for our championship, and we're going to keep going forward. Just excited to be here. This is a hard track to win at. I love racing in this area. This track brings the action. The rain was maybe a blessing in some ways because I wanted to run into the lights, and I don't think we would have been able to do that without that little shower. So it's great to finish under the lights with all these fans. But beautiful track, beautiful car with PPG and Team Chevy. Just glad we were able to get it done again.
And I was going to ask about the rain, and that was a 2-hour and 9-minute delay. What is your strategy like after that? How much did that affect going back into the race?
I mean, for us, it was just about being on it right away on that restart. We knew we were going to have to get in front of our teammate. I was starting second behind Scott. And then it's a lot colder, 2 hours makes a huge difference from 7:30 to 9:30. The track cools off a lot, the ambient's cooler, and the cars go faster. They have more downforce, more grip. So you just got to be prepared to attack the race car when you drive this late at night. And so I went in with an attack mentality. I was like, I'm going to win or bust, and that worked out tonight.
Joseph and I became friends over the time, and I've really watched his career flourish. I mean, he's absolutely on fire right now. 4th time winning. That's really a hard thing to do, and I'm really, really proud of the turnout tonight for sure.
He's a great friend, he's a great winner, talented guy, but what a race. I mean, we saw it all. Great passing on the outside, passing on the inside, 3 wide. We're getting it all here at Worldwide Technology Raceway, and as I look at that, that just validates what a great facility it is, but also what great fans. We had fans that stuck it out for the rain, came back, had a great afternoon, great evening. Just wonderful for St. Louis again to have events like this.
That was a lot of fun. Well, next February, XFL is returning to St. Louis, but it will be different from its first inaugural season here. We have new ownership with The Rock at the helm and a possible new team name and, of course, a new head coach with Anthony Becht. He stopped by our studio this past week to explain what XFL will look like this time around. And I know that you guys will be practicing in Arlington, Texas during the week. So how will you make sure that you can fully engage the fans even before that game day?
Well, for me, I got to do some of the legwork, right? So heading into the season, I'm going to try to get up here as many times as possible, immerse myself in the community. I know high school football, all these different things are happening here in the next couple months, so that'll be great. We're going to have the draft in November, try to get some of those players up before the season. And then, of course, when the season starts, there'll be some type of plan in place that the XFL will have where, we'll get some of the, players up here a little earlier. We can maybe converse, do some things with the fan base and the community. So a lot of things are getting thrown around, but that is an important point. Practices aren't open in the NFL. You're not allowed to watch practice. So the game is the experience. But there are those times, obviously, you can be, if you're in the community, touch the fan base and touch everyone around it. So I think they're going to get creative in that way. And, of course, all the social media now will be able to access the players, myself. I'll be, sending messages, keeping everybody abreast of what's going on. Even during the season at practice, I feel like communication right from the sources are always better. So we'll be doing a lot of that with the fan base as well.
What do you think is going to make the XFL successful where it will last longer than just a season? Sometimes we've seen some of these leagues not even make it past a season. What is going to make the XFL last?
Well, I think ultimately it's the product on the field, right? I mean, I think there's always been folks that talk about, well, we need big name players. We need guys that were played in the NFL for a couple of years. I don't really think that's the case. Just like any other league, you're going to have players that come in and they can make a name for themselves. We got to try to maximize their talent, put them in good situations to be great, and then, like I said, hopefully get their names on the back of some of the fans' jerseys here in St. Louis. So the product, number one, is most important. The league itself, the ownership is fan and player-centric. So everything is catered for the player and the fan to have a great experience. And ultimately, it's up to the fans to come out, watch the games, be there. If they do their part, I promise I'll do my part. So as long as we get that support, which I'm 100% sure we'll get that here in St. Louis, I think we're going to have a good product to put out there, and I think it is going to last because of the people.
Hopefully they'll be able to keep that Battlehawks name. Well, thank you for joining us for Sports Sunday. We'll see you next week.